What What do you think on the Galatasaray versus Bayern match? Before you do respond to what I just said, though, let me just put something on top of that before you give your opinion. Bayern Munich are currently doing okay. The last game we beat Freiburg 3-0 from the time of recording this, obviously. And we beat Copenhagen in the end 2-1, 2-2 with Leipzig, and 4-0 versus Munster. So we're not doing too bad, but not the greatest of performances. But obviously, a lot of our players, being a German club, are German, and they are currently out in the US, which is a long-ass flight, playing the US, and also they're playing Mexico tomorrow. So, but they're going to come back to Germany, and they're not going to be playing in Germany, which is fantastic for Bayern. Of course, because then we are playing in Germany, but we're not playing at home. Sorry, we're playing going to Mainz, and then from Mainz we're going to Galatasaray, which is obviously in Turkey. So, yeah, now give your opinion.
You're at home for
2 away games. I know. Well,
the thing is, just because of what Galatasaray I like, I normally go their way, but it's Bayern Munich in the group stages, so that just puts me towards Bayern anyway. But because of those two, I think you're pulling out a draw. But I think it's going to be a sluggish draw, and I don't think Bayern fans are going to even like it at all. And I think Galatasaray will probably feel hard done by it being a draw. Mm-hmm. Kind of like Copenhagen probably got hard done by losing 2-1. I think it would be the same thing, but I think you still get a point out of
it. Who was the stand-up game in the United Galatasaray? Zaha was spinning you a new one, wasn't he?
Well, people said that only because of one goal. I don't think he was even that great. I don't think he really did that much.
So was it more crap?
No, it was just score a goal, turn off, they get one back.
Okay.
That was the problem. Then mistakes. It was just mistakes. To look for the first one, he just let it bounce and let Zaha kick it. He didn't go. Delort just didn't go for the ball. Mm-hmm. Go hit the ball, you don't concede. Then, what was it? I think we score again. Then the defense just open up, go in and score.
So do you think
Onana mistake of the pass
from your defense, the mistakes from Manchester United's goalkeeper? Do you think, obviously, we're two different clubs, two different teams and everything, but do you think Bayern could smash them if we were on our game? Obviously, it's hard.
Your game, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you concede. I think you're going to concede.
100%, yeah.
But I think you can, on your day, you'd score more, definitely. But obviously, the last time you've really been on your day, probably your 4-0 win. Your 4-0 win. But obviously, that's not the team level is not the same. So it will be an interesting one, I think. As long as you have the right player, if you have like Musial in his game, Sané, Kane, I think you'll be fine. And no mistakes from your defenders and goalkeeper. Especially, don't have your mistakes like United did, because we would have won that. But mistakes cause a loss. So obviously, Onana is bad pass. Casemiro went in for the tackle. Obviously, got himself sent off. Even though Icardi missed the penalty, we were open then, down to 10 men. Obviously, we tried to push, and they just caught us back, and then they get the 3-2. Yeah. That was the massive issue.
I think Neuer will be back for that game as well. I think he's going to be on the bench for Mainz.
Okay. Well, that's
so fingers crossed. If I can get the tickets and I can go to the game, I can actually see Manuel Neuer play because he was injured when I seen Jan Sommer play against City, even though we got battered.
Yeah.
But I want to see Neuer play. But if I had to push you for a score prediction now, obviously we could get battered or we could batter the team coming up. And obviously I told you about the German players being out 2 away games, blah blah blah. If I had to push you for a score, what do you think it would be? Do you think it would be a draw or
2-2?
2? Yeah. Okay, I could see that. Just hope Neuer's back on his game. Save us. Maybe we get 2-0 if he's back on his game.
Yeah.
100.